Ranking every 133 FBS teams in the 2023 season. These graphics have already been posted on Instagram, so check them out over there if you aren't patient and don't want to wait for the rest of the series. But here we go, let's start. 104th is Colorado State. They're a lot better than what people thought they would have been this year, with getting some quality wins like winning over Boise State, having some quality losses like a one-score game to Hawaii and Wyoming. Also, we can't forget about the overtime loss to Colorado they had. At 103rd, we have Pitt. They only won 2 FBS level games this year. Their Super Bowl game being against Louisville, they went out and kind of destroyed them, but the rest of the season was pretty shameful for them. At 102nd, we do have Stanford. All 3 of their wins were to FBS level teams, and they were in probably the deepest conference in the Pac-12. They do have 2 quality wins over Colorado and Washington State. At 101st, we have Central Michigan. They were your very typical middle-of-the-road MAC team, getting some decent wins on the season, but also having some bad losses. At 100th, we have Navy. For them, it was a shame that they lost their last game to Army. They didn't have any great wins. They also didn't have too bad of losses. And you'll find that's kind of a common theme within these middle teams. Finally, down to double digits, we had number 99 Houston. All 4 of their wins were on the FBS level. Honestly, a solid win to UTSA. They also did beat West Virginia, who was a pretty good team this year. If we don't remember, that was like a Thursday night game, and it came off a Hail Mary pass from Houston. At 98th, we do got Utah State. Honestly, they didn't have very many great wins. Like, they had wins to Nevada and UConn. But hey, as you can see, they made a bowl game, and that was really good for them. At 97th, we have Arkansas State. They kind of just beat up on the bad teams on their schedule, but I will give them a little break because the Sun Belt was super tough this year. And hey, they had a 77-31 win over Texas State. That in itself is a win to me. North Texas at 9-6, going 5-7. They just missed out on a bowl game, but if you ask me, they were a better quality team than some of those that made the bowl games. With games like UTSA, Memphis, Tulane, and FIU all came down to 1 score for them. So if some of those flipped, they would have been an 8-4 or 7-5 team. At 95th, we do have Purdue. They did lose to Fresno State early on this season, and then the only teams they beat in the Big Ten were non-bowl eligible teams. Make sure you guys like and follow for the next parts.